People, Jabalako, Basebone Banyabo, welcome back to Ugandan Gunner TV. And today we come in with a lot of happiness because we got our first win. It was Arsenal 1, Norwich 0. So it feels good to get back and get into the winning graces. I mean, the game started, 15, 20 minutes. We're dominating. We're supposed to get at least 2, 3 goals. Bamiang had a couple of chances. Tierney was driving down, up and down that left flank and putting crosses in, but we didn't get those goals. But in the end, we came out with it. The two players who had their debuts in the Premier League, Ramsdale in goal. I was very impressed with him. He was really taking control of his defense. He was coming out for the balls. You just felt like a presence that you don't really feel with Leno anymore. I don't know, Leno, most times he always messes around, and I don't know what he does back there. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's been going on with him these last few years or these last few seasons. But yes, he's helped us in a lot of ways, but there's just that presence of a goalkeeper that we need. And Ramsdale is young, he's hungry, and also the Japanese guy Tomiyasu. I kept on calling him Tiramisu, but Tomiyasu, he was really impressive. He's athletic. He's ready to fight. He's ready to go in and backtrack, and he almost had a chance to score. And so I was really impressed with him. And then the back line of Gabriel and Ben White. Ben White looked better today than he did when he played with Murray. And obviously Gabriel is a better defender. He's actually one of our better defenders. And so it was good to see that pairing. They looked solid. And now given it was against Norwich, but they looked solid, and they did a good job. I think they did a good job. They got in when they needed to. They cleared when they needed to. They got the tackles, those last minute tackles when they needed to. So it was a great showing from those two. And then in the middle, I was surprised to see Maitland Niles in the middle with Lukonga, although I love Lukonga. And I am not a Xhaka fan. I do not like Xhaka. I think Xhaka should have left and went to Roma. He's the same guy who told us to, F off and whatever it is. So I don't know why he's still in this team. He's been trying to leave. I don't know why he's still in here. I think the future of that midfield is going to be Lukonga and Pate. And I think that's going to be a force to reckon with. Like this team, the talent is there. It just needs to be steered in the right direction, and then you're going to see a lot of improvement. In front of them was Odegaard. Now Odegaard, he tried a couple of times to be creative and do those flicks that he was doing in the West Brom game in the League Cup. He was trying to do them in this game; they just didn't come off. But he was tracking back. He was working hard. I was seeing him in the defense. I was seeing he was working hard. Now some people have said, "Oh no, he wasn't creative enough," on all these things. But I felt like he worked hard. He could have done better, but he worked hard. And then Saka had an okay game. He's still trying to get back in the swing of things. And Pepe, I thought he was good. I like Pepe. Pepe is such a great player. He has a lot of tricks in his bag, but I think he needs to mix it up. Most times it's very predictable. You can tell, oh, he just wants to go on his left and shoot, and then they show him to his right. And then most times there's nobody in the middle there where you're supposed to see Obama Yang or somebody like that to poach or whatever. And so you find that we lose a lot of chances in there. But Pepe is such a great player. And if he can just be fostered and put in the right positions and pushed and just have the support around him, I think he can really be good. He can get us a lot of goals, because the goals right now have dried up. And, even though Aubameyang scored, he's still been, up and down. But Aubameyang, yeah, he came out, got our goal. Yes, it was a bundled over goal, but sometimes when you're looking for some form, those are the goals that will give you some form, those bundled over goals. So it was good to see him get a goal, and I think, and I hope, and I pray that this will kickstart him, and that he'll be the Aubameyang that won the Golden Boot 2 years ago, and he'll be again firing for us because I think it's been a tough time from COVID time for him, especially when he had malaria, he had all the things going on with his mom and everything. So it would just be good for him to get back into the times where he's enjoying playing his soccer and being able to do those flips and smile and all those things. But as I saw the game, I can't help but feel that if we had a better coach, better than Arteta, yes, now he has his players, but they're still not playing with that tiki taka. You know, that quick moving, pass a move, pass it, pass the defense to death, and score. And actually, one of the most famous goals that Arsenal scored is this fixture, Arsenal against Norwich. I remember it's Jack Wilshere. It's one of the most famous goals. Is where the ball comes all the way from the back. Santiago Cazorla passes it to Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere passes it to Giroud. Giroud one touches it, and then he just like has a tap in. The defense is like, oh my God, what's going on? So things like that are missing. There's no identity. There's no identity. There's most times I'm watching the game and I'm like, man, if you would just move that ball quicker, you would get these channels. You would open up these channels. Just move the ball quicker. And I'm yelling that. And I'm like, why isn't Arteta yelling that? It's like, would a better coach know to do that? And this has been the theme. He's been doing this, and we're so slow at times. Sometimes we start the game well, and then we have lulls in the game where we just do nothing. And you're like, what is going on? Norwich had a couple of chances where if they had better strikers, they would have hurt us. And then all of a sudden, the Emirates becomes a toxic area, and then we're back to square one where fans are divided and things like that. So I know they're not gonna fire him. I know we just gotta push through, but I'm hoping that he can figure out a way to get these players who are very talented. I'm hoping he doesn't waste them because these are talented players, and with a better coach, they would be miles ahead and would be competing with the top four people, top six teams. So yes, I mean I'm happy. We got a win. Now we're looking on to Burnley. It's going to be a difficult game, and I'm glad though that we have Gabriel. We have some of the players back from injury. Pate, it was good to see Pate back. Now also just Emil Smith Rowe when he came in the end of the game, it was good. We had chances. Obviously, we should have put them away, and we gotta keep working on that. We gotta be ruthless. We gotta be ruthless. We gotta teams like Norwich. We're supposed to destroy them 5-6-0 easily, but this is where Arsenal is at right now. So we just take it. It's a 1-0. Come on, you Gunners. Let's do it. Let's get Burnley. All right. Thanks for watching.